I've learned how to deal with athletes in a stressful situation, so if they're on the field injured, I know how to handle it professionally. I've also learned about the human body and different injuries and rehabilitation to certain parts of it. I would definitely recommend sports therapy to any person who wants to even take it, because Mrs. Lee is an amazing teacher and she makes it very easy and interactive to learn.
I would recommend this class to other students because it gives us more experience and it's like an open door to a career path.
I'm interested in taking the nursing class because for me, I knew I wanted to have a career in nursing. And as a high school student, this is like a beginning step to pursuing that career.
This is a really good practice for being part of the medical field when I'm older.
If you do get into a pharmacy tech or a hospital setting, you could also try different fields in the medical field.
I definitely recommend this class to others because Ms. Messia exposes us not only to different branches of science, but she also brings monthly guest speakers that are relevant to the field.
I would definitely recommend this class. I really love how hands-on everything is.
Something that I feel like is really special about the medical assisting class and what initially drew me in when I signed up for the class was that the classroom really provides more than your typical high school setting can give. And I was especially drawn with both the classroom setting and almost like a clinical-like setting in the back where we have a lot of different types of equipment that we can use and just things that you can't normally get at your regular high school.
I would recommend this class to other students if you want to do something related to entertainment in the future in terms of like movies, TV shows, and games, because when you learn Unreal Engine 5, not only are you learning how to make video games, but you're also learning how to make visual effects, which can expand your focus on careers to maybe even the movie industry as a visual effects artist.
The skills that I learned that will help me in my future career are like programming the back-end logic and also the front-end part where we do graphic design. So if we want to make our own designs for the games, Mr. Chase also knows Photoshop. He's really proficient in it, so he can teach you the tools. And also the back-end logic will really sharpen your critical thinking skills, which will be helpful in engineering as well.
It would be an amazing opportunity to join this class. The main reason why I would think that this would be a great opportunity is because you get to see a little bit of an insight on the future and see how much of an impact that you have on not just your own life, but other people's lives.
We go to the fire tower twice a week and we do a bunch of stuff that we wouldn't be able to do at our classroom. So it opens it up completely and we learn a lot there. I would definitely recommend it. If you have any interest in the fire service at all, I would take it so you get a good insight on what it really is.
You have to learn about the communication and how to read patients. Everyone is different, so you can't just be the same for every person.
I would recommend taking this class because Mr. Guzman is an awesome teacher and it's fun to learn about the body of anatomy.
What's different about this class is that there's a lot more joy in the work. There's a lot more fun experiences, and eventually over the year we kind of grow closer as a family of sorts. This program has given me a great understanding of what this pathway requires. There's a lot of physical work in this class. It is most certainly not for people that don't like working for their hands, and that's exactly the way that I like it.
This class is more hands-on, so it's kind of keeps me interested in the class rather than having a textbook to look at all day. This class has given me a better understanding of what it is to be a mechanic because it shows how much effort needs to be put into one career.
I was interested in taking auto tech because it gives us a basic knowledge of how to work on cars.
This program has definitely given me a better understanding of this career, just overall being able to function with everything and then kind of getting to see how the program would be in the real world.
It was different because we were actually hands-on. We don't just sit in a class and learn about it in a book. You just can actually get all messy with it.
What is different about careers in education is that it's more of hands-on. You get to do a lot more projects, so if you don't like a lot of paperwork, working together as teams, you'd always be working on something with your hands.
I would full-heartedly recommend this class to any student because it is such a warm and welcoming class, and you learn so much about kids and how to be around them and how to teach them and how to help them grow into themselves. So I think it's a great class.
I recommend this class to my friends. Even if you're not wanting to get into law enforcement, I recommend this class because at least you can see and understand the processes and procedures that go on within it.
I knew law enforcement was serious, but I didn't also know they have to keep up with the uniform, keep up with all sorts of stuff, changing laws and stuff like that.
I learned how to use Logic Pro, which was really confusing at first, but after you get the hang of it, it's you roll right into it.
I think I would recommend this class to other students. It's an experience that you wouldn't really get at a normal class or just regular music classes at your high school in general. I feel like the environment is a lot different.
So I think if you're a person who is interested in music or art or knowing where sound for movies and video games come from, this is the class for you.
Even if you're not from a media sort of interest, this class is just like amazing. I mean, Miss Lee is a great teacher and she's so kind.
I've learned how to analyze errors in codes and figure out how to solve them.
This class is like, it actually prepares you for a job more than the courses that you take at school.
The main skill I've learned this year is how to use Revit. Revit is a software that can create structures in a 2D plane as well as a 3D plane.
We are given a vast range of freedom to do what we wish with our projects.
In this class, we get to actually use the equipment compared to my other classes where we just take notes on how to use it.
You do a lot in digital video. You're like script writing, you're directing, you're acting, you're editing. It's all this, and that makes it a really fun experience.
If I had to pick like a thing that we've learned that was interesting was the TIG procedure, which uses tungsten as an electrode to strike an arc between your machine and the metal, which produces heat to melts.
50% of the welding class is learning how to correct your mistakes, whether it's grinding out a piece, getting a torch and cutting something, recutting a piece, grinding something to make sure it fits.